Today I'm going to be discussing my top 4 handstand conditioning exercises. By my definition, conditioning is something that you would do for higher reps, so the movements are not overly technical, they're not overly complex, and it shouldn't be too difficult for you to perform one movement or maybe a few of them. So typically the conditioning movements are going to be done either as a circuit or just for a higher number of reps. It's going to help give you a more solid handstand, build some stability, versatility, and of course build character while you're training endurance. So let's get into the exercises. First drill is going to be your basic handstand shrug. So all we're doing is elevating the shoulders and depressing the shoulders, of course in a handstand against the wall. So it's going to look like this. We go down and then we go up, and we try to maximize the range of motion. And this is great for helping build movements like the press handstand, but also just finding your general handstand position and also correcting yourself. If you catch yourself dropping, you can remember to push. And if you do it slow, there's also this concept of exploration where I can try to find actually what my least energy demanding position is, but still stable. So here I'm too low. Here it takes a lot of effort to hold myself up, but if I find kind of somewhere in the middle, it makes my balance very efficient because I found the combination of how low I can go but still maintain that stability. So the shrug, fantastic exercise, highly recommended. In the beginning, go slow. When you're a little bit more seasoned, you can just do these for high reps to get massive traps. So next exercise is the elbow bend. Now this isn't quite a push-up. This is just kind of a mini micro bend of the elbows. And what happens when you do these is the shoulders stay in the same position, but the elbows go out to the sides, which is not where they would go if you did a handstand push-up. And what this is great for, I'll show you. It does build strength in the triceps, in the shoulders. What it also does is help reinforce a good straight elbow handstand position, because a lot of students have a tendency to do this, which is not ideal and not efficient. Notice my shoulders aren't moving, so I'm keeping the same amount of push in the shoulders. It's just the elbows. And what this is also great for is helping to control that underbalance and then bringing it back, as that's one of the common tools that you might use to help control and balance that handstand. Third exercise is the handstand straight arm shoulder leans. So I'm in my open shoulder position. I lean the shoulders forward, closing the angle, and then bringing them back. And that is going to look like this. So I lean, I come back. Really good for developing the traps, really good for developing moves like planche, press handstand, handstand push-ups, teaching you to control the shoulder angle, building the strength to go forwards and pressing it back, making yourself stronger to be able to save your handstand. Fantastic, fantastic exercise. And finally, we have the handstand walk. So you're gonna go from one side to the other and just maintain that. Try to keep the same shoulder position the whole time. Keep the push. You can lift the hand if you want. You can do shoulder taps like this. Some people do these guys, hip taps. It forces you to keep a strong push through your arm. It also forces you to keep a pretty good alignment, because these are very difficult to do if you don't have a straight arm and a good push in the shoulder. It's also great for endurance because you can rest with the other hand. And as far as technical details, I am moving my hips a little bit, so I'm not thinking of one arm alignment right now, because that's not the intent of the exercise. But when I do shift from one side to the other, notice I move my hips over the hand, keeping the feet as light as possible on the wall. So handstand wall walks, really great conditioning exercise. So there it is, 4 handstand conditioning exercises. It's nothing new here, it's nothing fancy, nothing convoluted, just strong basics. Keep working them. These are all movements that you're going to use within your handstand, but they'll make your handstand stronger if you train them a little bit more and just add these tools into your toolbox. Typically I would do this towards the end of a training session. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I missed any exercises, and let me know what else you'd like to see on this channel.